What is up, guys? Welcome back to Max Mocs. Today we are building a modular Batcave and Wayne Manor. This was very hard to do on one single base plate. This is insane, guys. Check out the rock work. There's also this little wall that can be exploded out. We're gonna see here in a second where that leads to, but yeah, really cool. So yeah, of course the walkway going up will connect to that Wonder Tower and Iceberg Lounge mock. That was my previous mock. Go check out that video. But yeah, let's check out the Batcave here. We're gonna take this one piece, and of course we have to have Jason Todd Robin's suit here on display with the crowbar that he's killed with. Super dark, but you know, Bruce Wayne always keeps it on display so he never forgets. We're gonna have a cool gas tank down here so he can work on the Batmobile, and of course tools. This is the same build from the Batman's Batcave, so really love how that looks with all the really cool tools. They're chromed out, of course, but yeah, this has been really fun to build a very small Batcave. You know, never had this on my bucket list, but you know, it kind of is really cool to do a really small Batcave. So yeah, check out, we're gonna have this little ramp that can go between the waterfall. A waterfall is going to be right here in a few minutes here, you will see. So yeah, that can come up and down so the Batmobile can exit smoothly. You've got two elevators here, of course, and they're gonna lead up to a clock because, you know, in Wayne Manor there's a clock. But yeah, this wall can be exploded out for Ra's al Ghul to invade the Batcave. You know, so yeah, really cool. I love how that connects with the Lazarus Pit over there as well, kind of hinting that Damian Wayne can use the Lazarus Pit in the future, just like he does in the comics when he becomes Batman. You of course have to have all the batarangs and of course a grappling gun and some handcuffs as well. He always has these on display so he can grab them easily when he's suiting up to take on the crime in Gotham. There's bats throughout. There's really cool blue LED lights above, and we're gonna use this computer, which I love this build from the Batman's Batcave as well, and it's gonna be angled and it covers up those really kind of those old bricks, so that's kind of perfect. And of course we have to have a really cool you know, keypad where he can, you know, type and figure out what's going on in Gotham, do his crime detective work. So yeah, we're gonna have a really cool futuristic chair as well with a keyboard as well. Yeah, so this is for Batman to chill but also to solve crime. So yeah, really love this. This is iconic, of course, from the comics. We're gonna do a generic bat suit. I love how this suit looks. I think this is really iconic and looks sick here with the belt. So yeah, we're gonna put him in his chair and it's gonna look sick, guys. But yeah, this has been a crazy ride to be building you know, modular Gotham City and then getting to the point of doing Wayne Manor. So yeah, we're gonna put another computer there. I bought this coin off of eBay. This is somebody's custom print. So yeah, still a Lego brick, but they customed you know, of course, putting the penny. So that's awesome. A little bit of kryptonite as well, and we're gonna add some railings to just make this safe. Of course, the Batcave's never safe, but we're gonna add some railings just to make it look very, very detailed. So yeah, I love how this is turning out, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed it so far, the Gotham City. It's been an insane ride. This is my second to last video. We got one more video, which is going to be the botanical garden, which you will see. And we're going to have Flash delivering a message from the Flashpoint Batman to Bruce Wayne. So yeah, if you know what that's from Flashpoint, of course. And we can put the huge dinosaur in the center. So that looks cool, of course, but we're gonna do probably something else. So let's take him out of there and build our own Batmobile, a smaller version maybe of the Arkham Batmobile. So yeah, let's put this plate back on so we can check out putting on Wayne Manor on top of this. All right, let's get into this very small Batmobile build. This is very complicated, I'm not gonna lie. It looks simple here at first here, as you can see, just a very simple design for the cockpit, but it's gonna get a little bit crazy just to accomplish a lot of the curves. But yeah, I really wanted to do a very small Batmobile, but it kind of is reminiscent of the Arkham Batmobile a little bit. It doesn't have, it obviously doesn't have the wheels come into battle mode, but yeah, it's gonna have some of those details. But yeah, really cool, guys. I'm really happy with how this has turned out thus far. Just the whole entire landscape. We're gonna be doing, like I said earlier, the botanical garden. spins, and then we're done because I gotta switch it up. I gotta do some different stuff. Obviously, Superman's coming, Fantastic Four. So you guys know I've announced a lot of different mocks that I gotta do. I gotta do the Daily Planet, I've gotta do the Baxter Building, and I'm gonna do Camino as well from Star Wars. So yeah, there's so many builds that I've gotta do. And I've got to catch up really on all of the times, the things that are happening. So yeah, but yeah, back to this build. This is kind of a complicated build. There's a lot of greebling going on. You're gonna put the tires in those the holes, of course, kind of trying to make this actually function. A lot of my cars, for some reason, the tires never spin. So this one, I wanted to make sure the tires actually spun, that this was an actually functioning little tiny Batmobile. So yeah, I really like how this turned out. It's gonna be pretty crazy once you see it at the end here. And honestly, guys, this Batcave / Wayne Manor is not really based off anything. It's more so the comics, the Lego Batman movie. You could even say Arkham, the Arkham games. So yeah, it's just really a modge podge of everything. Obviously, I've done previous Batcaves. Go check those out. I've done the animated series. I've done the Dark Knight Rises. I've done the Flash. There's so many different Batcaves that I've done. I've even done a more comic book based one. That was one of my first videos on the channel. So go check out those. Those were insane videos back in the day. But I feel like my channel is getting a lot better in quality. Hopefully, guys, let me know. I know my filming is not the greatest, but you know, I'm working on it, trying to make the channel better slowly. But yeah, this has been really, really fun. Now is a great time to like this video and also sub to this channel, guys, because we're going to be doing a lot of crazy stuff on the channel with Gotham. We're going to be doing, of course, a huge breakdown of the entire city because I've changed a lot of stuff. I've added minifigures. I've done a lot of custom minifigures as well. Not fake custom, just pure custom, using real Lego pieces, of course, making a lot of cool characters. So I'm trying to have almost every single Batman villain that is iconic or that has been represented in the TV shows, comics, movies, whatever. There's obviously some very obscure villains that I'm not going to be doing, but I'm trying to do as much as possible, guys. I'm doing this for you, so we got to make it the best it can be. But yeah, guys, so this Batmobile, obviously kind of based on the Arkham one a little bit. Here is the back exhaust port, of course, and of course you can't fit prisoners in the back of it like in Arkham Knight, but you know, you can pretend, of course. And this is going to be a one-person Batmobile. You're not going to be able to fit Robin in it. It's a very small build because we have a very small Batcave. So therefore, yeah, we're gonna be doing this. Let me know, guys. Do you want me to do a huge Batcave with a huge Wayne Manor? That is possible. I could do that on the channel. I'm even thinking about doing a huge Arkham Asylum because a lot of people were asking for an even bigger Arkham Asylum. The reason all of these builds have been smaller is because I'm trying to keep it to one base plate per build. Except for the Arkham, I did a huge gray base plate, but still it felt small for some reason. So yeah, I'm gonna go bigger soon in the future. I'm not going to do a Gotham City probably again for a long time, but probably going to be doing some bigger builds, bigger versions of the builds I've already done. But yeah, let's put Batman inside the cockpit here. He looks awesome inside. It's kind of difficult to put him inside because this is a custom build, of course. So we're going to put those flaps down, put the windshield down, and I think this looks pretty sick, guys. I mean, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I love these angles. It is a little bit fragile, but let's check it out in the Wayne Manor / Batcave. So like I said, we could put the dinosaur in here or a really sick Batmobile. So let's put it in here. This looks awesome in here. Put the ramp up, and then now for the final awesome detail of this Batcave is that there are these huge, massive rock walls with a waterfall that we're going to utilize that can open and close, which is insane, guys. And here it is in world where you guys just open them up halfway, the ramp comes down, and the Batmobile can go out and stop some crime. Batman can get out of there nice and smoothly. So yeah, I really like how that turned out. It's so sick, guys. I'm really loving this. Of course, we have to work on the walkway up. This will connect to the Wonder Tower / Iceberg Lounge mock. So it's kind of perfect here. Let's add some really cool railings. It is going to be fall in this mock, as you can see from the foliage, because it's always Halloween for some reason. Whenever we see Wayne Manor, we see it in Batman Forever. We see it in, of course, the long Halloween comic run and also the cartoon movie. We're going to have some cool graves, of course. We're going to have Martha and Thomas Wayne's graves. Just iconic, of course. A lot of crazy stuff happens with that. One time, Bane buries Batman alive in his parents' graves. It's pretty insane, pretty dark, of course. We're gonna add these really cool lights that are from the Wayne Terminus set from the Batman, the Batcave actually. And we're gonna use that door as well, as you can see on the front. That is from the Batcave set from the Batman. So yeah, really cool. We're gonna add some pumpkins, of course, because it is Halloween. And we're gonna swivel around here and check out all these really cool details. I've kind of based this off of the X Mansion. I know I said originally I was going to do an X Mansion expansion, turn the X Mansion into Wayne Manor, but I decided I would just order some bricks and build this on my own without using other sets. So yeah, I mean, I kind of like how it turns out. You got the chimney there, of course. You've got these walls that are removable. You can see the elevator there. That's gonna lead up to the next floor. You can see the kitchen from the window as well, and then all this fall foliage really completes the look of making this look like it is fall. So yeah, really love how that turned out. Next, we have the interior of the first floor. We have that iconic fireplace. We have the kitchen, of course, with a sink there. We're gonna be using the fridge from Seinfeld, which is kind of funny because it's got a Superman sticker on the front of it, so that's perfect. And we're gonna add the iconic microwave, of course, just perfect for Batman to heat up his lobster thermidor. So yeah, we're gonna add that in here real quick. So yeah, really sweet. We're also gonna add, you can see the carpet there in the front, a picture of the Waynes, just iconic scene from the Lego Batman movie where he's talking to his dead parents, the pictures. We're gonna have a picture of Bruce as well here from the back. I think that's pretty funny because he is kind of vain, you know, he's got pictures of himself. And of course, the clock, the iconic clock that is the entrance into the Batcave, which actually is pretty cool because this lines up with the elevators that are in the Batcave. And of course, you can have this slide open and shut. It doesn't actually lead, it's just a black hole, of course, that, you know, you can't actually get down in there. But just to have that represented, it reminds me of Batman the Animated Series, it reminds me of Flashpoint, all of those things. Of course, you have to have a statue of a head that is just iconic from the Batman TV series from the 60s, of course, where it opens up. You also have to have a piano. This kind of represents the Dark Knight era where he hits the certain notes and it opens up the Batcave, so that you can have that kind of represented here as well. So all the different versions of Batman are kind of represented in this one scene. So I really like how that turned out, and it's pretty sweet. We're gonna add a little bench, of course, here. Just a simple little tiny build. Yeah. Of course, we have to have a young Robin as well. So you could say this is Jason Todd, young Jason Todd. You could say it is Damian Wayne without his suit on. I like the scar represented, so that could be Jason Todd, you know? It is a little bit of a dark past. Here we got a cool mirror and then the elevator that will go up to the second floor. And of course, you have to have some armor represented here from, you know, Batman 89. There's armor throughout Wayne Manor. So I think that is pretty sweet as well. So yeah, just like I said, every single Batman is kind of represented in this scene, which is iconic. So cool. I love Wayne Manor. And I think this is pretty sweet how this all turned out. Yeah, the kitchen looks good. It was very hard to do all this. You got the red phone, of course, so, you know, he can call Commissioner Gordon, just like in the 60s show. We have a bat-inspired recliner for Batman to sit in, so I think that's kind of hilarious. And this iconic version of Batman here with the robe on, with the lobster thermidor, and of course he's wearing his cowl because he doesn't really like to take it off. He likes to remain as Batman, so pretty hilarious, and I love that lobster molded piece. Completes the look. This looks like Wayne Manor. Man, crazy, guys, how this turned out. You got the music sheet as well. You could imagine that's Dick Grayson's song that he writes at the end of the Lego Batman movie. So yeah, guys, iconic, sweet, loved building this, super fun. Let's check out the next floor. It was pretty hard to come up with an idea of what to do for the second floor. There's a lot of scenes that we see in the movies, the shows, the comic books, of course. I was thinking maybe of doing just a big theater room, but I felt like we needed to do some bedrooms. So we have this really cool balcony, which is perfect because we're gonna have a villain trying to sneak in here. Who better to sneak in? Obviously, Selina Kyle trying to steal the pearls. Also, Bruce Wayne's fingerprints in The Dark Knight Rises. So I thought that would be just a really cool scene here with the cool chain, with the hook, and of course, Catwoman looking sweet here, climbing up the rocks, trying to get up there. And it's gonna look cool because there's gonna be a back alley behind this as well from the other Mocs. So iconic, sweet. There's the elevator that'll lead up to the second floor from the first floor. We're gonna put a little bookcase in here as well, just to, you know, of course, make this feel like a real house, a real place. And of course, a trophy. There's going to be some trophies throughout that we're going to see because obviously Bruce Wayne is a triathlete. He's a very athletic person in real life, but also he is the peak of all humans as well. So he's just insane. This is going to be the DJ session place where he's got his guitar, he's got the records hung out, some more trophies, and of course he's going to be making some sweet tunes here, just like in the Lego Batman movie, which is just such a funny detail that he makes his own mixtapes and stuff. He makes his own songs. So yeah, just really iconic scene. And of course you got to have Batman here with the awesome iconic microphone. I'm trying to base this also on the Wayne Manor that we saw from the Joker Manor set. So yeah, it wouldn't be Wayne Manor without Alfred cleaning up, of course. So we're going to give him a little broom here to clean up around the Wayne Manor. Just an iconic minifigure in general. So yeah, very cool. There's going to be this little hallway here that Catwoman's going to try to come down and get to the safe where the pearls are, the money, Bruce Wayne's fingerprints as well. So yeah, we're just going to put that right there in between the two bedrooms. We got the Robin bedroom, of course, here with the shark repellent, but also a bunk bed because we know there's going to be multiple Robins. There's going to be multiple guys staying here at Wayne Manor. Tons of wards for Bruce Wayne to train up. They're going to be watching The Office in here, which is kind of funny. I just have a lot of those TVs from The Office Lego set. So yeah, and there's a lot of references to Friends in my previous Mocs as well. We're going to put a little lamp as well, and then also a PlayStation 5 for them to be, or an Xbox, whatever you want to say this is here, for them to be playing video games, all the bros. And you got Dick Grayson in here with a controller. So yeah, really iconic, really cool to be able to do this bedroom. The Robins are always sneaking out, trying to solve crime as well on their own time. So yeah, you got to have a cool bedroom for them to hang out and chill. And having that bunk bed is iconic. It's just so funny. Yeah, and it also kind of reminds me of the double-decker couch from the Lego movie. So yeah, this looks awesome thus far. There's one room left, and that is going to be Bruce's room. And of course, you have to have a few tuxedos hanging up on the rack as well because he has that tuxedo try-on party or whatever he calls it in the movie. So yeah, we're gonna have the cheetah print one and then just a nice black one as well for Bruce Wayne, you know, to hang out and to try on a bunch of tuxedos for that party that he's gonna go to. And of course, you have to have a huge bed for him to chill out on, chillax. He's gonna be texting on it. So yeah, really cool how this bedroom turned out. It looks like a rich person's house, I guess you could say. I know it is kind of small, but that's just because we're on one base plate here. Comment down below, maybe you want me to do a huge Wayne Manor. That would be awesome. I'm willing to do a ginormous Wayne Manor with a huge Batcave. I think that would be really fun to build. And we have this iconic roof here with some gargoyles, a big W for Wayne. And I did try out this new technique that I saw that was in the Adventure to Transylvania set to make this cool pinnacle. So that's what I kind of copied to be able to utilize and make that really cool sharp point. Of course, it's got that really iconic Gotham architecture. So yeah, and here we have, of course, the Mask of Phantasm spying on Bruce. I'm gonna try not to spoil that movie, but yeah, this character spying on Bruce, yeah, just iconic. Gonna try to find a spot to put this character. Yeah, looks sick, and man, it's coming together, guys. It's really coming together. Here's some minifigures on the front, just to, you know, make it look lively from the outside. And yeah, guys, this turned out insane. It's really, really strong, actually. I did not expect it to be this sturdy of a build with a huge Batcave underneath, but it turned out to be a pretty sturdy build. One of the most strongest builds in this Gotham City thus far. But yeah, it's been a crazy ride, guys. It's been insane to see all these details come together. It connects so well with the other ones, which we're going to see in a second here. You got these awesome opening doors, of course, from the side, and you can have the Batmobile come on out, and Batman's going to stop the crime that's going to happen. But yeah, let's check it out in Gotham City in this crazy mock. You can see Wonder Tower there in the Iceberg Lounge. It all builds up, and it's perfect because it covers that one wall. So it's perfect. The walkways go all the way up, and it blends perfectly right in with the city. Man, this is insane, guys. I just can't believe how well this is all turning out. Just crazy that I did not think I could do this. I didn't think I could build something this big. Like, this is getting crazy. Honestly, we have one more build. You can see in that one sliver, we're going to build the botanical gardens for Poison Ivy. And then we're done, guys. We're done with Gotham City. I'm going to show it to you guys all one vertical way as well, just continuing from Ace Chemicals. But yeah, guys, let me know down below, what was your favorite detail of this Batcave / Wayne Manor? Was it the Batmobile? Was it the building? Was it the Batcave? Let me know down below, guys, but make sure to like and subscribe and have a great rest of your day. Check out all my other videos. Bye.